take the city of Mumbai. Prices for real estate, especially if we look at it for a salaried individual, can seem very unaffordable. The RBI as well in the affordability index does point that, look, while prices may remain stagnant, unfortunately income levels are still quite low. So if we look at it from that ratio, it's quite unaffordable for a salaried individual, to really go ahead and purchase their home. But then, rental yields are still quite low, barely 2 to 3%. So for somebody who's just started off and is salaried, obviously, because that's where you have limited income potential. If you're an entrepreneur, of course, sky's the limit. But how do you do the rent versus math by then?
This is so true. Sorry. Yeah, that's right. This is so true. Even a 1 crore property, and if you were to, let's say, take 80% financing, it's going to cost you what? 80 lakhs of a loan. 80 lakhs of a loan means approximately 80,000 of EMI. To be able to qualify for an 80,000 EMI, you're talking of someone who has an income of at least about 1,50,000, which is 50% of your income. Now, do the mathematics. 50% of your income, 1,50,000 if you're earning, you pay taxes, you do your some miscellaneous provident fund investments and all of that. And after that, 80,000 goes away for your home loan. What you have left is very little. So yes, it's very, very difficult. The income to house price multiple is humongous. Does it mean salaries are low? Not really. But the house prices itself are way above affordability levels. And if you have to buy a house, then, people therefore spend most part of their working lives trying to pay off that one loan that you have. But on the other hand, if you think about it, that same 1 crore house, what's it going to cost you if you were to rent it? Maybe 18,000 rupees. That's it. And which, if you sort of do the mathematics, at the end of 1 year, you're not even paying 2 lakh rupees for a 1 crore property, and you're getting to enjoy everything which is a part of that 1 crore property. And it doesn't apply only to 1 crore. Even if you go to a 10 crore property in South Bombay, some of the best buildings, flat value of 10 crores, you'll get it for 18 lakhs or 20 lakhs, which is 1.5 lakhs, 1.6 lakhs a month, works out to about 20 lakhs a year. 2% is your rental yield. Out of that, you have to pay your property tax. You still have to pay society maintenance because as a landlord, you have to do all of that. And then what you'll actually carry back, if you're lucky, you'll carry back 1% per year, not per month. So it's like a dismally low sort of a return. So rent versus buying in your own life is not going to help. However, now here's the very interesting thing. There are lots of people I know who are enjoying lots of beautiful rental income, 2 lakh, 5 lakh, 10 lakhs. But remember, they are enjoying that after about 30 or 40 years when their parents bought that property. So if you actually want to make an investment to real estate, and I believe this would even apply for the next 20 years or so. So buy it now. Maybe your children will enjoy that rent because they would have not spent anything for it. They've not paid the EMIs, but then their rental yields will be worth something in terms of a cash flow. But, I know people who are getting more rent than what their father or grandfather paid to buy the whole property. Per month, they are getting much more than what grandfather or father paid to pay for the property. You see? But so therefore, it benefits the second generation. Interest rates high, the ratio is very high, and all of these issues that we have. In the US, the situation is the opposite. You see, the loans will be available at 1%, 2%, and your rental yield is 6-7%, which means the property is fairly priced. Here, the demand for good property is very high. Everybody wants a good property, and therefore the rates are astronomically high versus the income. So, these are the facts before you. So I would think if you don't need one, rental is a superb option. You can enjoy some of the best properties, move around every 3 years, get into different localities, different zones, different parts of the geography, different parts of the country. Enjoy yourself living in the best properties at next to nothing. The rest of the money, leave it as an inheritance or, buy real estate at some point of time when you're really, really comfortable.